Hello, beautiful people. I might be a little late, but I was raised to know that better late than never. So, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year to you all. You know, I've been contemplating on the perfect time, again, the perfect time to resurface and wish you all a Happy New Year and also thank you all for your continual support. At times, I feel like I have let you down because I can't always be as consistent as I would desire to. But sometimes life gets a little bit tricky and it pulls you in different directions. So when that is happening, it can be difficult to do some things. And that has been the result of, me being extremely busy, having a lot going on, but not enough to where I can't take up the time to tell you all Happy New Year, connect with you for a second here, and make sure that everything is going well. If you've been paying attention to the channel, I removed all of those bogus videos. And it took me my own time, with the grace of God, to get me to where I needed to be. Because, I first, as you all know, I was in the spirit of doing God's work. But sometimes it takes you also knowing, on a serious note, us knowing that God says, vengeance is mine. So we're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I had to come to the realization of certain things. And it took me some time, but I've let go of all of those things and I flipped a new leaf before this new year. So I removed all those things that didn't belong because we're starting a new direction. So I wanted to take the time to thank you all, wish you all a Happy New Year, and also catch you up on some of the things that's been happening in my life, good, bad, indifferent. At the end of the day, life must keep going. So firstly, I just wanted to take my time to kind of walk you through how I was able to come to this realization to move away. I think that's something I want to touch on very briefly, as I have entirely, because I have first asked for forgiveness. And in my life, there are people who I've had to ask for forgiveness from. Excuse me. So I realized that, which I've already known, but sometimes knowing is not enough if you're not applying. So now I'm applying. Is to forgive and let go so that God can do his thing. And at some point, I would say, I already forgive. I didn't have anything in my heart. And that may have been the truth. But in many ways, certain things I had to let God handle on his own terms. So it took me a while to get to that. And it's only right that I share with some of you who have followed me to know that sometimes, while it's important to stand up for yourself, stand on business, which are all things I've done as well, but it also has to be a perfect balance to where you allow God to do his part. So I want you all to be able to learn some of the things that I've done right and some of the things I could have improved and done better, to let you know that let God do his part. So it took me a while, but it took the conviction of God to remind me that he does his part and he does it better than I can ever do it. So I wanted to take this time to wish you all a Happy New Year, to let you know that this new year has to begin with forgiveness. Let it go. Forgive others. Don't revisit it anymore. I've spent enough time to where there is no trauma. I'm not jaded. I can discuss it at any time. I walk through the fire. So now it's time to flip the leaf and talk to you guys about some of the different aspects in which I've decided to establish this channel, which is building a legacy brick by brick. And as I've always said, there are three aspects from my understanding of wealth building, which is real estate, starting your own business, and of course, investing in the stock market. Not to forget a sprinkle of my lifestyle. So, as you would know or may not know, I'm also a landlord. I have been a landlord now for 5 years. So I have a vast understanding on being a landlord, the difficulties, as you can see in reference to my eviction video, which is going about over 1 million views. I want to thank God for that. And thank you all for your support. While it was a difficult experience for me, still there's been joy in the midst of difficulty. You see what I'm saying? You have to be patient and let God do his work. So I wanted to let you, reconnect with you all, inform you all of some of the things I'm going to be revisiting with us, which is a focus on real estate. I'm also doing a little bit of taxes now. Nothing I can really talk about extensively, but of course, investing is always my ballpark. From establishing an IRA account, a SEP IRA, a traditional IRA, a Roth IRA, whatever the case may be. While I can't give direct investment advice without properly understanding a client's situation, qualifying their risk tolerance, understanding their investment objective, I can speak generally to some things that I believe that can be educational to some of you. In addition to that, estate planning, creating a trust, these are all things I'm well versed on. So I have to take the time to compartmentalize each of these topics and have a visit in, and not to forget a sprinkle of my lifestyle, because I don't want these videos to be boring. I could be walking, having a great time, or creating an experience while discussing a Roth IRA, for example. So I want it to be relatable, because again, this channel does entail a sprinkle of my lifestyle. So I wanted to just briefly get on here. Thank you all for following me. Thank you for your support. I know in times I've been inconsistent, but I thank you for sticking with me. And because you have stuck with me, I want you to know I am stuck with you as well. So we are stuck together, okay? So thank you so much, family. I love you all. This is Building a Legacy, brick by brick, and my name is Gerald Addy. Thank you all. I'll be in touch. If you have any suggestions regarding what you would like me to touch on next, you want to make suggestions on different topics, I'm more than happy to discuss those things. I'm more than happy to discuss business formation. I'm more than happy to discuss all of those things that can help us together build a legacy brick by brick. In addition to that, before I let you go, I want you to watch out. I'm working on a book, and it will be titled, I haven't decided on the title yet, but once I decide on the title for sure and I get things solidified, I will update you all on the progress. And I got some good news as well. In addition to that, I've decided to pursue law school. I'm considering my LSAT right now. This is still in the preliminary stages. Nothing foundational has been done just yet. I just went ahead and renewed my variable annuities license, which had lapsed. So now I'm going to re-enter school here soon, get my LSAT done, and get ready to go to law school. So I'll keep you guys apprised on my journey through law school, which I believe will be extremely interesting. I've made this commitment to myself and to my family and to my heart desires. This is what I want. This is what I want to do. Eventually, excuse me, I will update you all on what type of law I'm going to be doing. And again, thank you all for your support. All of a sudden with the weather change, and so they had a situation here. Actually, I was digressing for a second. Somebody called and disrupted my video, but that's okay. I had a situation quite recently, how I got sick, of course. We had a 6-inch of snow here in Atlanta, and all of a sudden, everything is closing. Everybody's closing. So I took a trip to Miami, and just to kind of detox a little bit and enjoy myself just a little bit. It's been a very compressed last few months of doing a lot of extra things. So I found some relaxation, but I also acquired some sickness. So now I was hoarse for a little while, got a cold. It's now going away gradually. I'm in a better space now. But I just wanted to make sure I touch base with you all, let you all know that I love you. Thank you for your support. This is Building a Legacy, brick by brick. And when you think of this title, it applies to all of us out there. Life is about building something. And if you're not living the best life you can live, then you're not leaving a legacy. And it doesn't matter what house or home or whatever car, things, this is not about material things. This is just about how can you be able to express your life to its fullest, maximizing your potential. So if you're one of those people out there who believe in being the best version of yourself, maximizing your potential, growing every day, and working towards a better version every day, then you want to be on this channel. Because this channel is about you and building your legacy brick by brick. Thank you all. I love you all. I look forward to our next stages. Stay tuned. Thank you. Bye-bye.